there. So this is a video for the fine motor activities for the week of September 14th. So the first one is we're working with the hole puncher. This is really good for hand strength for them, dexterity. So they're going to be just making a number on their card. You can use index cards, you can cut out pieces of paper, just small pieces of paper. So they're going to make a number 1. You can highlight it and then they can trace it. All right, they're making a number 1. And then they're going to make one hole punch on their card. Just like that. Okay, and then they're going to do the same thing for 2. You're going to make a nice big 2 and they can trace it. And then you're going to be putting 2 hole punches. One, 2. You're going to go to 10, like that. Let's see what 10 would look like. Nice big 10. We're going to trace it. And they're going to make 10 hole punches. And let's see how that looks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And so what a game you can play with these is that you can turn them face down, mix them around, and they need to find whatever number is on the dice. You can use the dice or just randomly, like where is 6? So they're going to have to count their hole punches to find the number. Okay, so if it's 6, they're going to need to be able to count 6. I'm going to just turn this over so they can't see the number, but they just have to count the holes. Okay? And you can also have them put them in order, face down or face up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be around here. 10 would be at the very end. So there's a lot of ways they can play with these cards. Okay, 1 to 10, index cards or just small pieces of paper, and hole punch. There's your hole punch activity for the week, okay? In your purple fine motor folder, you have a packet like this. It's for Play-Doh shapes. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one of those shapes, you're going to take one of those pages, you're going to put a sheet protector on it, and then they're going to make the shape. What you need to do first is always roll a snake, and then you make the picture. You can use your modeling clay from your sensory kit. I'm just going to use a little bit of Play-Doh that I made a while back. And I'm going to make a snake. And then you can always use scissors, or you can just pull pieces off. And let's see if I can make a birdhouse. So I'm following the lines. Making a birdhouse. And then they're going to trace birdhouse with their dry erase marker. Okay, so let's see how my birdhouse looks. Boom. And then I'm going to trace bird house. do, how many of these can they do? 2 or 3? Even just 1 is fine. So you can see how that looks. Okay. And then you're also on your in your purple folder, you're going to see your My Beach book, and we're looking at, I don't know if you've done this one or not, but this one is highlighting, having them trace and then cut out. If you haven't done that one yet, that would be a good start. So highlighting and tracing and then cutting. And then cut some straight lines from the crab to the lighthouse. But this next page is cut out the pictures and create your own ocean scene. So you're gonna cut out the bird and the fish and the dolphin, and then they're gonna paste them with their glue stick onto the page, okay? So that is another day's activities. Something else that you can do with them is you can have them practicing their curved lines and their angle lines. So you can just take a piece of printer paper and you can create some curved lines from one end of the paper to another. And you can make some angle lines, curved lines and angle lines, right? And they are going to trace and they are going to cut. So they're going to trace the angle lines and they're going to cut. And one of the best strategies for learning how to cut like this is they're cutting. And instead of them turning the scissors, you turn the paper. You're turning the paper. You're not going to go like this and try to turn the scissors. It's better if you turn the paper. So now I'm turning this way. So now I'm going along this line. And then I'm going to turn the paper again. And then I'm turning the paper again. And then I'm turning the paper again, okay? And they can practice cutting. Another thing you can do with another piece of printer paper is you can make your own little squiggly lines. You can make all kinds of really interesting, something like that, and then they need to trace. Okay, so they are practicing controlling their hand-eye coordination. Right? You see that? So that is it for our fine motor activities for the week. So good luck.